Hi everybody. I'm Victoria, and welcome back to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I messed up my order. I'm your whimsical DM, Victoria. Welcome back to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, where it's gonna be zesty tonight, maybe, possibly, probably.
Lemon zest.
Lemon zesty. Before we get to all of that, we've got some announcements. We've got a little recap, and we should do that. So Kristy, if you could be so kind as to roll the clip.
Good evening, and welcome to the show. Now, here's a word from our sponsors. Little Dragon Core is a Canadian-based dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. I mean, look at all these pretty dicey boys. Head on over to littledragoncorp.com and enter the coupon code BONUS for 15% off your order. That's BONUS. Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com. Also, big thanks to Syrinscape for the amazing atmospheric sounds and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download the Syrinscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 20 sound sets that are included to get you started. You don't even need to register. Go to Syrinscape.com to find out more. Thanks as well to Adrian Von Ziegler for providing some additional music that we use here on Thursday nights. He's a talented composer with great content usage rights, so go check out his YouTube and Patreon and support him if you can. Please check out our other games. We stream almost every day here at Provo. We have games for several of the major published 5e modules, as well as homebrew games, and some of our games feature systems other than 5e, like Star Wars, Power Rangers, and Alien. Come watch all of our VODs over on our YouTube. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month. Thanks again to all of our sponsors for supporting Proficiency Bonus. And now, back to the show.
Swallow!
I'm trying. Okay, I swallowed. Wow, Kristy, thanks for those announcements.
There's a joke that I wanted to make, but I
don't do it.
I could not get it out in time.
I'm just having green beans, okay? It's part of a healthy, balanced diet. And you know what else is part of a healthy, balanced diet? A recap of your Dungeons & Dragons game. Ink. Help.
Guys, last session had all of the major food groups. There was party banter. There was a meticulous plan that fell apart immediately. There was tension. And there is rolling for initiative. The party arrived on the scene of Granny Nightshade's farm. And the party very quickly was escorted inside to meet with her. As it turns out, her sister has been hiding out here for a while as well. And so the party, while waiting to have their official meeting, decided that they were going to try and send Clover on ahead, invisible, to get a lay of the land. But she was unfortunately immediately seen by the hag, who was able to look through her invisibility. A tense talk over tea where Aurum and Ego attempted to try and rile up the hag to give Clover a chance to try and remove the key from her back has led to hostilities as Aurum is jumping over the table to maul at this hag, and initiative is about to be rolled. We're in it. The music is tense and we're all kind of really hyped up, so we're going to see what happens when we fight a hag for real.
Yay. Well, hey, Ink, Kristy, you guys can have D6 Bardic inspiration for your contributions to the stream. Yeah. It's okay. So, golly gee willikers. Where do I even begin? So, alright. So, Aurum. Oh. Mm-hmm.
I love that the goblin leader, the one with the apple head, Chucklehead, is just, his token looks so shocked at the turn of events.
I know. He's kind of, yeah.
Oh dear. Not like this. I think I did say I was going for a headlock, right? I'm pretty sure.
You were jumping for a grapple, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
where
were
you
jumping at her. So we will do. I want everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with Aurum because Aurum will get a little like surprise round there. Okay. Oh golly gee.
Yeah, that's fair. Ego is also kind of a bit surprised.
I need to figure out like the best way for me to throw dice.
So is Chucklehead. Chucklehead got in that one. Okay.
Are you a smart fella, or are you a fart smeller?
I don't know. I guess that remains to be seen.
Depends on if I've had my coffee yet.
Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Hold up. Ew.
Bless
That
you.
was not a real sneeze.
Oh my god.
That was the fakest sneeze I've ever heard.
No,
The way the other one wasn't caught on the mic.
The second one wasn't?
Yeah, that was a head rattler sneeze.
Yeah, it like came out of nowhere. Alright, so 25 to 20. 20 to 15. Okay. 15 to 10.
10, exactly.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
There's no way I'm going first with a 10.
We're the
10
best!
10 to 5? 10 to 5?
9?
6!
7. Did you roll the low? You were the first. You know when a cat tries to judge a jump and they do all the prep?
They just like completely fuck up. Yeah, okay, 5 to the abyss? 5 to nothing?
Huh? Who?
I think that's all of us.
Wait, what was Clover? I didn't hear Clover.
9.
A 9 for Clover,
She's 9.
okay.
Yeah, I'm last.
Yeah, she rolled a no. As in she doesn't want to be here.
Yeah.
Good. Technically, you're not last. Because Chucklehead nat 1, so he's very shocked. He's shocked at
Chucklehead, get out of here.
He can't
get out of here.
That this would happen.
I had to waste the bad roll on what wasn't the grapple, so the next one has to be good.
Yeah, for sure. Right. So we're gonna start with Aurum on a little surprise round. So you're going for a good old grapple.
Yeah, grapple.
Okay, so you're gonna make an athletics check, and it's gonna be contested by her, either athletics or acrobatics. Let's see. That was ass. That was pure ass roll. I rolled really shitty. That's a 7.
Okay. I rolled a number.
The
18.
hardware accelerator. There we go.
I don't even see it in. Is it supposed to be in Roll20? I don't even. That's fine.
I threw this.
Oh, okay.
I was having
Gotcha.
trouble scrolling through my sheet. I rolled a 12 plus 6.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So you lunge across the table and you are successful in just like grabbing her and like putting her in a headlock if you want. And you hear she starts like screaming and it's like, "What are you doing? Get off of me! These whippersnappers, they have no manners these days!" Is there anything else you want to do on your little surprise attack round?
All right, guys. I really don't know what I was doing with this. You're up.
Yeah.
Ego, who's still sitting in that very big armchair, like, I was drinking my yucky tea with lots of sugar.
She looked at Clover. I got nervous.
You looked at Clover when you guys first walked in.
That's fine. This is very Aurum.
Don is staring at the camera.
Don is that Donald Glover meme where he like walks in and everything's on fire and he has like the pizza box.
Yep.
Every time.
Yeah. So now we go into the initiative proper, and first up is going to be Granny Nightshade. She rolled good on that one. So she's gonna okay. I need Aurum to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh my god. You're
7.
wrong.
Okay. Yeah. So, Aurum, you've got like a good hold on her. Oh Jesus. Okay. Do they even have a stat block for this? Hold on. Let me look up a slightly
And now I'm
different one.
charmed by her, and I start.
No, you're
nibbling
probably
on
getting
her
turned
ear.
into a frog or something.
Yeah, so you
I think she's
you got her
polymorphing
in
you.
a headlock, and you. God damn.
Do I get to be a frog? I love frogs.
She like grabs you and like puts like a hand in your mane and says, "Naughty kitty. Why don't you behave a bit better?" And polymorphs you into a cat.
Oh, he's like house cat.
Ah.
So you're a literal cat right now. Let me send you the cat stat block.
This is Aurum.
The in-game chat. Happy. Little banana cat. So she turns you into like a little orange cat.
Ow.
Like one of the
You
like
would be an
long-haired
orange
orange
cat.
cats with like the big thick hair. So you do still have like a little mane, and I think you have like teeny tiny little antlers that stick up. They're just like little baby ones. But you're just
Meow.
you've been polymorphed into a cat. With her bonus action, with her bonus action, she's going to say, "Little darlings, why don't we restrain these naughty children?" And the chairs that you all are sitting on begin to shake and wobble. I need, let's see. So
I'm in a chair.
I'm not.
yeah, I think Dawn and Ego are in chairs. Aurum is no longer in a chair, and Clover is floating. Okay, so oh, it just grapples you. That's the stat block is it just has
so
an
perfect.
adhesive Or no, it does hit you, I guess, technically. So the chairs come to life and these, like, mouths sprout all over and, like, little eyes open up, and then these, like, long pseudopod-like tongues begin to try to wrap around Ego and Dawn. So, against Dawn... That's a 22 to hit.
Oh, God, why is it so high?
I rolled a natural 17.
Well, still doesn't hit. My AC is 23.
Okay. Yeah, so this,
Oh, nice.
like, pseudopod is, like, bludgeoning you, but luckily your armor is, like, heavy enough it just can't seem to, like, get a grip on, like, the slippery metal. Against Ego. Not great. 12.
No, okay, yeah, I can dodge that.
Yeah, you also feel pseudopods that start to grab onto you, but you're able to kind of, like, hop up and dodge out of the way as these, mimic chairs begin to come to life, as well as the third one, which is where Aurum is no longer sitting, that is going to... How much can you move, little mimic? How much movement do you have? 15 feet. Okay. Let me make them... Like, I literally, like, I can't even get them on the correct layer right now because there's so many tokens here. So I'm moving everyone...
Yeah, you can move my token off.
I'm just moving everyone back a little bit, because, yeah.
Meow.
Meow.
Yeah, meow.
Meow. I'm meowing from the ground.
Yeah, we're gonna put, like, a little wrench on you, because you're polymorphed. This other chair will, with its, like, little leggies, like, kind of wobble on over to Clover, and is going to lash out a pseudopod at her. 21 to hit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you take... Oh, Lord.
DM, you get a nat 20. Jamie gets player inspiration.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Thank
Derek,
you.
why?
Thank you, Tyrite. Okay. Oh, boy.
If you want to use that nat 20 on me, go ahead, because you didn't know you had it.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna use the 21 that I got on you because I know that's gonna hit anyway.
That's true.
So you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are now grappled by the mimic as this long, like, purplish tongue latches around one of your ankles and it, like, pulls you down out of, and you're, like, now grappled.
Okay.
Yeah. So ability checks made to escape this grapple have disadvantage, because its skin is, you feel, is, like, very sticky, and it's almost like it's got this, like, glue to hold on to you. But there's this, like, mouth opening between the back and the seat of the cushion that's just, like, this gaping maw with, like, multiple rows of teeth that is, like, slowly, like, pulling you in. And... Granny... Oops. Come back here, Granny. Granny is going to stay where she's at. I think she's like, she polymorphs Aurum and kind of, like, has him by the scruff and just, like, yeets him onto the ground and is like, she just kind of says to all of you, this is very naughty behavior, and naughty children need to be taught how to behave. Yeah. Dawn, it's your turn. There's a chair trying to eat you, and there's a mean granny.
Weepo! I did not prepare for this shit. I will probably... Let's
die?
See. I'm trying not to.
Cry?
You know, also trying not to do that.
It's hard to see where you are, but, like, you're basically, like, if you were to move diagonal, that's, like, technically where you are. It's just there's, like, literally 52,000 icons, yeah, in this teeny tiny little space. And I cannot do anything about it.
God. I really don't know what I'm gonna do in this situation. I guess I'm try to use my channel divinity.
Okay.
To lock down some of these chairs, specifically
Okay.
the one that's going after Clover. I'm gonna use Nature's Wrath. So while it's trying to grab us, I'm gonna try to grab it, and it needs to make a Strength or Dexterity saving throw.
Strength or Dex?
Yeah, it can choose.
Okay. It's gonna do strength. 30, 20.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel bad sometimes when I roll high. I'm like, you didn't get to do your cool thing.
Nah, I
I'm
didn't know
sorry.
what I was gonna do anyway. I was just trying to do something.
Yeah, you try to lash out with this, like, nature power, and although you see all the little dandelions, like, spring up around, these mimics, and, like, you feel that breeze, this mimic is just, like, so loyal to Granny Nightshade that, like, the magic isn't working, and I guess, maybe, like, you didn't expect it to be, like, as strong as it is.
Yep.
So it resists.
He's kind of like, it's a fucking chair, bro.
The chair! And with that, Clover, it is your turn. You are grabbed by a chair.
Question for the environment. How high up is, like, the ceiling?
Let me double check and see. I don't think it's super high. Let me see. They specified the height in the previous location. I don't know if they specified the height in
Even if it's not
here.
in this area, or even this area, like these two connecting areas, because I know this is like a curtain or whatever.
I'm checking. Yeah, I'm not sure that it specifies.
Okay, it might not matter.
In this room, they're probably only like 8 feet tall.
Okay, then
because it's in this giant tree. We'll say that they're like 10 to 15.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna go up and diagonal. I'm gonna
You are grappled.
I know. I'm gonna use my Fey Misty Step.
Okay.
As a bonus action.
Okay. Do it. What does that look like?
What does that look like?
Is it like cat-like, or is it more like Fey magic?
I think it's more Fey, but it's also because of like the starry nature of Luna. You see her wings kind of like shimmer that galaxy color instead of like the purple pink iridescent. It like changes to like a galaxy, and it folds around her, and it like pops her back 20 feet towards the end of the room, and like a black hole on the other side of the room.
Yeah, like a little cocoon of starlight.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do that. Go put yourself wherever you want to be in this space.
Thanks.
Somebody's putting a cube down.
I'm gonna go up on the wall.
I'm just measuring. Don't worry.
Will's putting a cube down right now.
Don't worry.
Crazy.
Just let me double check.
Don't worry. The wizard's gotta do some math.
The wizard is cubing right now.
Let me cast that so it takes off my spell. And then, since that was a bonus action, I'm gonna use that same energy of like the cocoon galaxy, and like from within the black hole, the spectral cat claw for chill touch is going for the hag.
Okay. Do you need me to save for that, or do you do an attack roll?
I gotta roll, and I'm gonna roll dice.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll some dicey boys. Let's use my cat die. 17 to hit. The heck.
That hits.
Ooh, yeah. this. Come on, D&D Beyond, be nice. Hey, 7 damage.
7?
Yes.
A little calculator.
And can she make a concentration check if she's concentrating on polymorph? I know it's
She
not much.
certainly
but
can. She can.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah. Sad boy has awoken.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. 21. So she keeps polymorph up.
Okay.
No.
It was a long shot, but I was hoping she
Yeah,
met
so
one.
this spectral cat claw like reaches and scratches her, and like when it scratches like along her like face and neck there, she doesn't even bleed. It's like it's peeling back rotten wood.
Ew.
And like her body is just made of like moldering like wood pulp.
Ew.
Thanks, I hate it.
But
That's my whole ass turn. That's a bonus
It
action.
Awesome. Alrighty. Ego. Why you Cuban? You're up. Luckily Clover has escaped the grasp of the chair mimic and is now kind of like just beyond the curtain. You probably can't see her where you are, but like she vanished in a puff of like galaxy. And then you saw her little cat claw come at Granny.
Okay. Just a quick, Aurum, did you take any damage or did you just get turned into a cat?
I just got turned into a cat. I mean, meow.
Yeah.
Well, then the second half of this won't be as useful because no one will get to heal from it, but that's okay. I'm not going to cube. I'm in fact going to circle.
Uh-oh. Fireball, everybody.
Yep, here it comes. Yeah, so it's a 10-foot radius circle, so I'm just going to... Well, actually, first off, bonus action, activate Blade Singing, because technically you moved my token. Yep.
One square on this map is 10 feet.
Yes. Is the...
So would it be? Would be 2 squares across. I think that's right. This looks.
Yeah.
The
measurement seems to be accurate.
Yeah, the map is built into D&D Beyond, like Roll20, so it should measure itself, right?
Yeah, if it's a 10-foot radius circle, I think all of the chairs would have realistically been within 10 feet of the table, which is what I'm casting it on.
Yep.
But so I'm going to use a bonus action to activate Blade Singing. So when the chair starts to animate, I'll say that Ego does move where you moved their token because that's pretty convenient. They were going to basically kind of flip over the back, kind of like where you just kind of bend backwards over the back of an armchair, get up against the wall, and then sort of just makes a few hand signs and makes like sort of this sucking in and then sprouting motion with their fingers as all of the like little bits of bits of moss and fungus that was on like the teacups and the table just starts blooming into a thorn bush, a rose bush with thorns, and all of the thorns will go and wrap around each of the mimics as well as Granny Nightshade. Because I get to choose creatures in the... I'm not going to choose Mr. Worm for Brain. I don't necessarily know if he's hostile. So I will target all of them with Wither and Bloom.
Nice.
So they all, including Granny Nightshade, need to make a Constitution saving throw, please. For a DC of 15. Okay,
so we're going to start with your mimic, then Dawn's mimic, then Clover's... Well... Clover/Aurum's mimic, we're gonna do that and we'll do Granny last. So for your mimic, natural 1. For Dawn's mimic, dirty 20. For the third mimic, 8. For Granny,
0.
69.
Oof. Meow.
Nice.
Ooh, 7 for Granny. Wait, no, hold on. My mistake. She has a specific saving throw. 10. Still not gonna pass. I
Okay,
don't
that's
think.
still a fail. All right.
So I think one of them
so let
passes
me-
and the rest fail.
Yes. So for everyone that fails, they're going to take 9 necrotic damage. Pass will still take half for 4. And that will mean another concentration check from her. And the vines purposefully wrap and twist all around Aurum, but none of them hurt him.
And how much damage was it? Sorry.
It is 9 necrotic damage for a failure, 4 for a success.
Okay. I don't usually manage HP in Roll20 because I just don't. But this is there's so much stuff that I'm like, I'm gonna just. Oh, can we move the circle? Just. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter.
There we
I just
go.
needed that to yeah.
And then.
Only mattered for the purpose of making sure I got them all in it.
Okay. -9. And Granny. A lot of tabs open. Okay. Jesus. Okay, yeah, so these like the moss and fungus around like blooms into these little like thorny rose bushes that digs into everybody that you have selected. And you watch as like these thorns tear into Granny's ragged like doll. She has like almost like a baby doll dress on. It begins to tear into it, and you also see that like these thorns are like sticking into her skin, and it's like it's not even skin, it's just like rotten bark.
Yeah.
And she screeches in pain at that and begins like stomping on the thorns. And then
Yeah,
the little roses surround
they-
Aurum.
Yeah, they burst for a moment and then they don't stay up. So as it dissipates, it turns all into black rose petals. So it literally blooms and then itself just withers and immediately turns into sludge on the floor. Did
Right.
she make a concentration check?
She shall do so.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding
And then
me.
I might do some your Bonita.
That's an 18. So she's good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right.
It's almost like she's like a spellcaster. You know? That's
Yeah.
crazy. I'm sorry.
Finally, some movement. I know I might invoke attacks of opportunity. That is okay.
Mhm.
I want to run into the next room if I can.
Okay.
I have 40 feet.
Okay. Let me just double check. Sweet lord. Okay. Yeah, no, that door is closed. It is not locked. However,
Okay.
you are going to take some opportunity attacks. So first is going to be the mimic that was trying to grab you.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that misses. I think that's a 10.
Dancing.
And yeah,
Would
Granny
she
Granny
like
will
to?
Yeah, Granny will claw out at you with these like gnarled, sharp branch-like fingers.
Pookie.
21 to hit.
Damn, that is where my AC is when I'm blade singing, and I don't know if I want to shield yet. I don't think her claws are going to be that bad. I'll take it.
Okay. So you take
43,000.
25 points of poison damage.
25?
Yes, as her claws rake across your back.
They're that bad.
And like you instantly, as like the child of a hag, you kind of just like are in tune to like hag power inherently, and like you feel this like fetid rot like seeps into you as these poisonous claws that are covered in like fungus and spores and insects just completely tear your back open.
Oh my gosh, now may I use a reaction? Not to block it, but I'd like to use the Curse of Bedlam to use a Thorny Retaliation.
You sure can. That's what that's there for.
Guys, I went from 30 to 5 HP.
The way you were like, oh, I don't think her claws are that bad, and I'm sitting here picking up 66, like, oh.
Yeah, well, hey guys, we learned if you can shield it.
Lesson.
Shield it.
Shield it, yeah. It's a dexterity save, I believe, for this version of Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
And I'm assuming because she's bolting towards me, I see how fucked she just got. You go.
Oh yeah, there's literally like a trail of like blood, like probably. I feel like Ego's blood is like darker than normal.
It's like ichor.
Oh yeah, for sure. I imagined it that like, you know when a kid tries to run away from you and you grab their arm, but it was just all claw, so like from like the upper arm all the way down, that it was just sliced. And it's
okay.
Yeah, and like Ego, like as she grabs you too and feels that like you get away, but like this little she looks like this little old woman. She is absurdly strong, like unbelievably strong. But yeah, so Clover, yeah, you can see that they have been like their arm is torn open, and there is like you can see like muscle, and like the skin is just truly in ribbons. But yeah, so for her save, she got a nat 1.
Okay, that's full damage on the Hellish Rebuke then. It'll be 2d10. Oh, I totally clicked that on the wrong thing. Hold on. Stop it. Na, 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 na. Okay,
nice.
Another 12. Yeah, magical piercing damage, which will invoke another concentration check.
Yes, it
as
will.
Ego probably stumbles through that door, like shoulder checks it, falls on the ground, and is like holding an arm that is now in ribbons.
Yeah, and these so what does this ability look like? Because this is like a very unique thing for you with this curse. So when you're like expending a thorn and casting through your curse, what does this one look like?
I think that as she kind of cuts my arm open and my black blood just sprays out onto her arm, the individual drops of blood harden into thorns and basically go into her arm.
Nice, that's metal as fuck. Yeah, you do basically have black blood. That works. So for her concentration check, she got a 16.
Yep, still cap.
Oh, sorry. I think it's
even higher.
Is it a con save or just a con check?
It is a Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
Okay, then it's higher than that. It's a 19.
That's fine.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm hurt.
I don't want to be kitty no more.
Bro, I think you're gonna be a cat for a bit.
I know.
You can throw open that door, and when you do, I will describe what you see. Flickering lanterns illuminate a cluttered workshop filled with soft, ambient music produced by bells and chimes. Parts of toys are heaped on the tables, leering dolls' heads, half-built rocking horses, unpainted wooden balls, and the stuffed limbs of soft toys. A stove at the back of the room holds a saucepan of smelting metal. 3 doors exit the workshop, and 2 storefront windows overlook the market outside.
Mm.
So
How quaint! Ah! I had my turn.
yeah, let me I'm gonna turn on the label for this one so that we have it.
I'll use my token to keep track of my.
There are others in here. You are not alone in this room.
Oh boy.
So let me see, because there's specifically something that happens if you barge in. Okay. So why are there tokens on here? Hold on, I have to find some some children have gone missing.
Literally?
Yeah, their tokens are just straight up not here. I gotta go grab them from the token page. That's so weird. Also, all of my little folders that I had are gone. What the heck? That's very weird. A moment, if you will. Did they not make a token for the... Hold on. Why would they make a token for... That's so weird. Sorry, guys. Just a second. This is like very weird that there's no token for this person. I'm confusion. What the hell? That is so... That is bizarre. Okay. Well, let me zoom in. I don't know why this is like this. Oh, it's very strange. Okay. Cool. Thanks, D&D Beyond.
Real.
Cool. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to grab... Nope, we're not gonna do that.
Sitting on that Tarask.
Yeah, actually. That's exactly right. How did you know?
I just had a feeling, you know.
Yeah, I get you.
Things were looking a little too easy.
Of course. I'm irritated right now. Alright, copy this. There's like multiple children in here, and they have a token for one child. Except that they gave him the health of like a fully adult character. Like a child does not have 45 hit points. That's not how that works. I'm like, no.
Maybe he's just really beefy.
No, he's not.
Child's got more hit points than me.
Child has more hit points than me.
I think he's got more hit points than all of us.
Yeah, literally, like why? Why is this like this? They don't even, like, the kids, and they're not even... Okay, I'm just renaming these. They're using a noble token. Because that's, like, actually annoying. Okay. So for some reason, this kid has a fully adult drow token. And I didn't make that. That's just how it came.
Oh.
Anyway, Ego, when you run in there, apologies for the brief pause there. You see all these like kind of nightmarish toys, and you can see that there are 3 young children that were gathered around like this little table over here. The eldest appears to be a drow boy who is standing on top of this tabletop, and he's holding like a little bar of soap in his hand. And there is a halfling girl and a human girl that were giggling at him, but when you burst in, they like turn and look at you. And like immediately they become panicked. And you see the little halfling girl, she shrieks and goes, "Oh no!" And runs out the door. She's going. So she gets like 5, 10, 20, 30. She gets like over to this door and is like opening this door. And you can see the other 2 children that are there, they like look at you with wide eyes and they see like the blood dripping from you, and they see like Granny fighting a bunch of people back there, and they both just start screaming. The drow boy jumps down and like grabs the human girl and is like, "Come on, son, we have to get out of here."
That's probably for the best. Ha!
Yeah. And they run and they're gonna like hide underneath the table. Like they're like just like trying to not be seen, and it looks like they're maybe gonna try to like go for a door, but you don't quite. So okay. Let me put it on here. Do this. Okay. Okay, so that was Ego's turn. Anything else, Ego? I apologize for how long that took. There's like, I don't know why they put a full adult drow token down for an 11-year-old boy.
No, probably just a little bit more movement so I'm not in Nightshade's sight, and I kind of like sit, against a counter or something.
Yeah, and when you get there, you can see that there are these like stuffed toys on that table, but like as you're looking at them, you realize that like they have like actual blood like smeared around, that like they're like teddy bears with blood and real teeth from various creatures sewn into the mouth. And blood is like smeared all over on them. And there are these like dolls that you can see like little like maggots and like centipedes are like crawling in and out of like the wooden dolls. They're a little creepy, although maybe not for Ego. Maybe Ego's like, I never was allowed to have toys.
I would have liked a teddy bear with human teeth.
Yeah.
But no, mostly just focusing on the blood loss. That is me. I am done.
Okay, Aurum, you're a cat.
Meow.
Meow.
I'm gonna go for her ankle.
Do it.
Claws, actually. I have to use my claws.
Get her. Natural 20.
17.
That'll hit.
1 slashing damage.
Hell yeah. Okay. And she will roll a con save.
Make it one of those cat scratches where your skin bubbles up and it stings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give her a little welt.
Yeah, it actually, as a cat, because you are now like, you have like the mental faculties of a cat, although you are still yourself, like at this moment in time, like your cat mind, that this like big tall lady is bad news. But you're also like a little cat now, and you're absolutely terrified. Because cats are also prey animals in addition to being predators. Yeah. So there's this big woman, and it looks like she's like ready to punt you. And you claw into her. It probably feels kind of good because she's made of wood.
Oh, I'm like.
Yeah, it feels really nice. Ooh, is she gonna save from that? Okay, she literally just rolled a 10.
God dang it!
It was like, that's a bad roll. Is she about to? Oh wait, she has a really good con. But yeah, so you are still a cat. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Meow.
Yeah, are you like meowing and hissing and puffing up?
Yeah. My tail's really big.
You're making like the cat noises. Yeah. God, you're probably terrified. If you've ever seen like when a cat gets puffed up and gets really scared of something, like it's kind of sad.
I'm really scared. I'm really scared right now.
Yeah, you are, because you are a cat. You only have, like, the reasoning of a cat, which is, like, survive and, like, specifically subjugate humans. That's your only thought. So next is gonna be Chucklehead, who is looking at all of this and is, like, stunned at the events that have transpired. And is looking at everything and is like, I don't think I should be here. Granny, I'm gonna make sure all the goblins are okay. And she is like yelling at him, and she's like, Chucklehead, you little bastard! Help me put these naughty children down! And Chucklehead is like, and he's like looking at all of you. But he remembers having a really nice conversation with all of you, and because none of you made fun of his head or, like, pointed it out to him, in, like, a way that was, like, poking fun, he is a little bit more, like, inclined to not hurt you guys, so he just kind of starts backing out of this door, and is like...
That's valid. That's a valid response.
He's like, you should really stop, Granny's really strong, maybe if you stop now and apologize, it'll be okay! I'm sorry, I don't want to fight you. And he starts backing out of the room. Next up is Granny and her mimics. As we go back to the top of the order. Okay, Aurum is a cat. Granny is Granny. What is Granny gonna do?
I'm hissing at her.
Hell yeah! Let's see, Granny, what do you want to do right now?
Go back to sleep.
I think Granny, like, has kind of turned around from, like, slashing ego and sees Clover over there. But you're probably up in the air, so she wouldn't be able to get to you. So she, like, very swiftly, like, surprisingly so, leaps over this table and just starts feral, like, scratching at Dawn. Or if you would like to make an attack of opportunity, you may. She is leaving your range.
11.
That will miss. You catch a little bit of the fabric of her dress in your
Ooh,
claws.
a feather.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh. Just going at it. But yeah, she is going to make 2 claw attacks at Dawn.
Here we go.
Okay. $25 to hit?
Yep. Can't do anything about that.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to roll high every single time. You could just...
I could just nat 1.
Roll a bunch of nat ones. I mean, meow.
On the first attack, you take 31 points of poison damage.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, lovely.
And on the second claw attack, that's a natural 2, so that is a 9 to hit, which I don't think is going to hit your tin can armor.
No.
But it makes this... Her first claw, like, I think she gets you, like, on your neck, like, just above where the armor ends, and, like, it stings as these disgusting, filthy claws that are covered in, like, almost like, you know when you, like, touch, like, fried chicken and your hands just get that, like, meat grease on them? They're, like, greasy, they're dirty, there's bugs crawling all over her, and it digs into your neck, and you feel the blood, you're, like, your life's blood is pouring out of you. The second claw, you were able to pull back just enough that it scratches all the way down your plate armor and makes the most, like, painful, shrill, nails on a chalkboard sound in your ears. That is almost a painful attack in and of itself, but you don't take damage from it. And she is, like, yelling to her mimics. She's like, I give you a home for a reason. Subdue them! Worthless cretins! And the mimics are going to start attacking as well. So this mimic that's over here, it is going for Aurum because you are right there. Hiss, hiss. That's a natural 1.
Yes!
I'm sorry.
Yes!
The second one is also going to go for you, Aurum. It's gonna kind of, like, waddle on over.
Ray.
It does a 15 hit.
Oh, it does.
Okay.
Oh, it does.
So it's gonna bite you.
You're gonna stop being a cat because cats only have, like, 3 hit points.
It's true.
Okay, so you take...
I was kind of hoping I'd dodge it, though, because it's kind of funny.
Okay, you take 10 points of piercing damage.
I'm not a cat anymore.
And 5 points of acid damage as these, like, the rows of teeth in this chair, like, bite into your cat form, and then in, like, a poof of, like, sawdust and bugs, her magic is cancelled, and you are back to your form, but, you are still, like, being bitten in the chest by this chair mimic.
You said 8 and how much? Or, I mean, sorry, 10 and how much?
It's 5 points of acid damage.
5, okay.
And then 10 piercing.
Yeah, 2 from the cat form and 8 for the me form.
And then the third mimic is going to come on over to Dawn and is going to try to slap you with its pseudopod.
Oh my god, please leave me alone.
It's going to come at you for a 9 to hit.
Nope.
Yeah, so these claws are scratching down your armor. This, like, long bluish pink tongue that's, like, all sticky. It's just, like, slapping against you, but luckily, like, you're able to bash it away with your shield. Next up is Dawn. How you feeling? How you doing?
You know, on a scale of 0 to 34, I'm feeling about a 3 right now.
Uh-huh.
Very fun, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's not mad at Aurum at all. He's very chill right now. He's like, oh yeah,
He's totally fine.
Things happen. She came over to me, so I'm gonna probably try and hit her.
Yeah.
In the face with my sword.
Do it.
Oh my fucking god! Natural 20.
Oh yeah. Give it to her. Give it to her.
So a couple of things
You
are gonna
smiting?
happen. Yeah, one, I'm gonna smite. I only have a first level smite. So
So her, you can give me all of the damage in one pool.
Okay.
No need to break out the damage on her.
That's, I believe, I'm using it one-handed because I'm holding a shield. So that's 2d8 plus another 4d8, so 6d8.
Hell yeah.
1, 2, there, that's the mic. That's a d10. 3, 4. And then strength at the end. 8, 14, 19, 24, 31. 39. I need you guys. Hold on. I need to take a picture of this dice because I rolled 5, 7, 8, 6, 8, 5.
Nice.
So the end result is 43 damage.
Hell yeah.
And one more thing happens because I'm using the blooming blade. When I roll a 20 on the attack roll, the creature needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, you like slam into her with this attack, and like the magic of your smite is just like an anathema to her because your magic is like pure life magic and she is rot and decay. These little mushrooms that are like growing all over her body burst into dandelions. She's like screeching in disgust more than anything. I mean, it hurts her a lot, but like she's just absolutely disgusted by this magic. Wisdom save, you said?
Yep. It's not a high save, but
21.
Yep. So she doesn't get any more effects. But yeah. I'm not gonna stay standing in front of her. That doesn't seem like a very good idea. So basically, he mostly just swings it up and uppercuts her with the sword.
Yeah.
And when she like looks back from being hit by the sword, he is just simply not there anymore, as he is going to use his free Misty Step to come over here.
Oh yeah. That's probably the best thing that you could have done to disengage with her. That was smart. Oh, let me take the little snail off of Aurum. But yeah, anything else you want to do?
That's my action and my bonus action.
But yeah, you bamf into this room, and you would probably see a lot of this. One ego is like gushing blood out of her arm. And you would also see this like workshop room with all of these creepy little toys that are half built. And you would see that there is like a child that is running out of a door at the far end, like a little halfling girl, as well as 2 other little children over on the left here that are like hidden under a table, and it looks like they're trying to like go for this door on the side to like hide and escape.
I still have more movement, but I don't. He wants to get away from her, but he doesn't want to, put Clover and Ego into trouble. Well, they're gonna go before her anyway. So he is going to back up even more with his movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And he's basically gonna say, what the fuck? That's my turn.
Oh yeah, Clover.
Okay.
Go for it.
I see that happen, and I'm gonna position myself between them and the hag.
Don't get up next to her.
No, I'm blocking the door, and I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna conjure an elemental with that gem.
She's got the gem. She's got the gem.
And I'm putting it like right beside her, like right here.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like sending a little prayer to my patron to like let this work because she knows there's a chance that this could backfire, and she's just like praying to her cat god, like, please just this one time.
Yeah. Yeah, let me get the elemental gem thing up because it's like
it's a water elemental, I believe.
Yeah. I'm gonna
need to protect my friends, and I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, so you crush this emerald gem and cast Conjure Elemental through it. Okay.
That was the
I need to-
luckiest nat 20 of my life.
I need to open that.
That was a very
And I
very
need to-
necessary nat 20.
Okay.
And she's still up, and I'm.
So yeah, so I think for this one, it's just the water elemental. I don't believe you get to choose. So we're
No,
gonna
it's a
skip
water.
all of
Yeah,
that.
because it's the what?
It's friendly to you and your companions for the duration. You can roll initiative for it.
Okay.
Or if you just want it to go on your turn, we can also just like do that.
Sure.
Like,
Let's.
at the end of your turn.
Yeah, at the end of my turn's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, the only thing you have to worry about is the concentration break.
Yeah.
Oh, that would not be good. But you crush this gem, and like spewing forth from the fragments in your hands is this like torrent of water that swirls around and balls up and then begins to elongate and forms. Let me see. Do I have a?
I have it on D&D.
I don't know if I have a water element.
Okay.
I have to DM this to Victoria, but it's not imperative that you look at it right now.
So, Jover.
Let me put him down over here. He's a big boy. Where are you, little buddy? I give you the little, like, greenish one. I'm gonna put him down for you. Oh, he's not that tiny. He's a big boy. Come here, big boy.
Big boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Save us, big boy.
So wait, did
Save
you want
us,
him?
big wet boy.
Did you want him over here?
I wanted him like between these two, between the hag and the mimic right here.
Okay.
Like-
Yeah. So he can like pop
Yeah.
up, kind of there, because I think he can occupy spaces of others.
He
because
can,
he's-
and that's what
a
I want him
watery
to
boy.
do. That's what I want him to do.
Yeah. Alrighty. You summon a watery boy. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Not on my turn.
Alright. Water elemental, go for it.
All right.
What's it doing?
You know what? I'm not gonna do it yet. I'm gonna multi-attack first.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the hag.
Okay.
We are. Ooh. I'm assuming 26 hits.
Yeah.
So that is
12.
12 on the first.
Okay. God, there's literally so many tokens here.
And then I'll do another one. Does a 19 hit? I think. So?
Yes, it does.
Another 15 damage.
Okay. Alrighty. Anything else for the water elemental?
Nah. Gonna be a wall.
Okay. Ego. Owie.
Owie is right. God. I was gonna throw something in there to make it real messy, but I don't want to mess Aurum up.
Do it.
So you are a messy person, aren't you?
I love a good
All right.
mess.
Let me move over to Dawn, because I have plenty of movement to do that.
Mhm.
Let me measure this. Yeah, we can get that within 60. And then let's do this.
Uh-oh, what's happening? Oh, there's a big square.
Yeah, I didn't mean to put it like that, though. Here we go. I want to do it like corner. Yeah. We could even do it like that. There we go. So Ego steps back and takes a squint and is like, Aurum's gotten out of sticky situations all the time. So they have that wounded ass arm that's like holding on by threads. They're like, this is gonna hurt, as they make hand signs, and they go, here is the church, here is the steeple, open the door, and here's all the people. And I'm going to cast Nether's Mischief
Hell yeah.
in there.
Okay, what do you need me to do?
So first I need to roll a d4, and this is concentration, so I will need to do it again on all of my turns.
Okay.
To determine what kind of mischief happens in this room. So I roll a d4,
Okay.
which I will do now, and I got a number 2, which is kind of very fitting. Bouquets of flowers appear all around, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be blinded until the start of my next turn as the flowers spray water in their faces.
Like, they're like the little clown, like, boutonniere, like, thingies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this
That's so
spell
funny,
is
I
like a
love
whole
that.
bunch of like goofs and gaffs. And probably, even though it's not super necessary to do so, Ego also very, very quietly, when they see that it's all of the like flowers, they'll also say poof rose petals.
Yeah, and they are all roses, very, very dark red, almost black roses that like pop up and start spraying water. So everybody in there, including Aurum, as well as the 3 mimics and Scabatha Nightshade, need to make, you said, dexterity saves?
They are dexterity saves. I think that the water elemental might have blind sight, and it's also made of water, so I can understand if I don't think it needs to make a save here.
Okay.
Because elementals don't have like eyes. They might have blind
That's
sight.
true. There, Kristy, are you able to check on that since he's your little baby?
I'm not
Mimic
seeing.
1.
I'm not seeing blind sight for water.
It just
Okay.
has like regular 60-foot sight.
Yeah, 60-foot dark vision.
Well, there we go. Okay, never mind.
Okay, so then he
You
also
can
will
blind
need
a
to
water
roll-
elemental, everybody.
You can blind a water elemental.
It's like mixing fresh water with salt water, and he's like, no, don't do that.
He's like, well, hey man, I'm trying to help out here.
So this, this one up here.
But
rolls an
Aurum,
8.
you might be able to pass it.
I'm
okay,
blind.
that's a fail. Aurum's blind. Sorry, buddy.
This mimic up here rolled a 7.
It's blind.
19.
This mimic got a 13.
It's blind. The water elemental's okay.
And then Granny
Miss
so far.
Nightshade?
Everybody but the water elemental is blinded, and the Granny. You said dex save?
It's a dex save, yeah.
She fails. That's a 2.
She's blind.
Oh yeah.
Look at all the people.
And then
Look
these
at my
little-
pretty flowers.
Yeah, and this water just starts like shooting her in the face, and she's just like gagging and choking on it. And all of the no, all of the mimics are just like, I don't know. Maybe mimics don't like water, and they're just like freaking out. And they don't like it. So literally everything in there except for the water elemental is blinded, including Aurum. Nice work.
The water
Ego.
elemental, a target-rich environment. Thank you.
Anything else you want to do?
That's like one of the best ones. Gosh. Are those other kids still hiding under the table?
So yeah, at the end of your turn, the kids are gonna go. So you see the drow boy goes for this door and tries to open it, and it's locked. And then he sees like you and all this blood and chaos that's happening over there. And he's gonna turn and run over to this girl over here, who opens this door and begins to yell, "Help! Help!" But he grabs her and puts his hand over her mouth and like begins to drag her away because she's like a little halfling girl. And he's like, "Philomena, stop!"
Philomena, I love that name.
He's like, "Philomena, don't wake up the tin soldiers. We have to go. We have to hide. We have to do something." And Philomena's like,
Can I speak to him?
Yeah, go for
Can
it.
I say something to him real quick? Yeah, Ego will just say to the girl that's getting I'll listen to your friend. Find Will.
And he, this drow boy will take his hand off of her mouth, and she will look at, she looks at this boy and then at you with these big eyes, and then you can see she begins to start tearing up, and she's like, "I can't leave without my piglet. I need to go get Oink. I need to go to the pig pen." And she like runs over to that little door on the side, and it's locked, and she begins to weep and is crying and is like, "No, I can't leave without Oink."
I will get Oink.
And she's just yelling and crying, and yeah, so the children
God, I hate saving children.
They're flipping out. But yeah, the drow boy hears you mention Will and is like, and he seems to understand what you're saying. And he's like gesturing to this human girl and is like, we need to go. We need to get out of here. Yeah. So, with that, Aurum, you're blind.
Yeah, I'm blind. I mean,
blind. If you're blind, you can still throw hands.
Yeah, I had a mission. I was about to go square up with Nightshade.
You can just throw fists in every direction. It's all enemies in there.
I'm gonna wander over and hope that I get to Nightshade to swing at her. I know in what direction she was.
Yeah.
Because everyone is blind, your blindness is canceled out by their blindness, so it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Just roll me like a general like acrobatics check to like get over like the table and the thrashing mimics and the water elemental.
Acrobatics check. 10.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to get like up to her because it's you literally just need to like climb up on the table. I'm gonna move the water elemental out of the way for a second just to be able to see what's going on. So yeah, if you like climb up on the table over here, and then like you could hop down if you wanted to. I think you can technically stay there and still be in range of her.
I'm gonna stand on the table.
Yeah.
I wanna be on the table.
Because the mimics can't actually opportunity attack you if you're on the table. So.
I want to be out of the range of one of the mimics. Can I?
You've been out of range of this one over on the left. Like, you haven't been in his range, period. But these two, because you were over here before, you're technically still in their range. But you can, if you step down, you'll be out of range of all three of them. Like, if you come next to her.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna step down.
Okay, they are going to attempt opportunity attacks. I guess, is it still a street? Oh.
I do believe you need to be able to see to make opportunity.
Okay. Then they're just thrashing around.
Oh, nice. Okay. Ooh. Cool.
Yep. So you're able to hop down next to her. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to wham bam her.
Okay. Yeah, so I think, like Ink said, I think it's just a straight roll because you're both blinded. So it would cancel itself out.
Okay.
Didn't you get something from chat, though? You did get a player inspiration from chat. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Well,
I have that, yeah.
Hold on.
Unless you want to save it for something. You do have it.
And Vic's just holding on to a crit.
I am holding on to a crit.
I even am not using Aurum's normal dice, and I'm still rolling really bad. Yeah, that first one's just gonna be a 10.
I missed it.
I'm gonna swing again.
Go for it.
Come on, buddy.
Jesus. I'm gonna try to.
No.
I'm gonna go for the inspiration. Nope. 14.
Buddy!
Yeah, unfortunately, like you're just kind of like doing like a windmill maneuver
Yeah.
here, and you feel like your claws are catching on the fabric of her dress, but they're not quite making purchase with her body, as she is also like kind of flailing around.
Yep.
Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I'd just like to say this new die that I've been rolling
Is
was
it a
a
bitch?
1, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
I think you need to go put it in
Which
jail.
one did you roll? Which one did you roll for the 17 as a cat?
Aurum's normal die.
You should have rolled Aurum's normal.
Roll
That's-
his
But it
normal
only
die.
works when he's not Aurum.
Oh my god. Yeah, so next up is Chucklehead, who is just continuing to run away.
Yeah, just get out of here, buddy.
He's like not about it. Next up is Granny and the Mimics. Okay. So Granny. Yeah. Oh boy. Mm-hmm.
See, I was hoping it would keep her from casting any spells that require her to see a creature or a point.
I mean, she can't polymorph. So she is just
But
gonna
the claws are the worst thing she.
yeah, she's just also gonna be windmilling her arms. This is like, do you ever see that video of like the kids in like a shitty mosh pit at like a Denny's? Like a, they're all
It's
just like,
literally.
it's literally like all the
Yeah.
rest of you look over, and it's literally just like these mimics and Granny and Aurum just flailing.
The water elemental's there too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Literally-
the elemental's there.
Everyone got squirted with water in the face. They're all like, ah! Ah!
Yeah, so the water elemental's there. She's gonna let me roll a D100 to see, because you are the two things that are near her.
Nah, it just hit me.
And so if it's over 50, the first attack will hit you. If it's under 50, she's gonna hit the water elemental.
It's gonna be me.
29. So she's gonna go for the water elemental with the first
Hell
one.
yeah.
The only good luck I've had tonight.
Okay.
And that's a natural 1.
Oh.
The second
Okay,
attack
okay.
is gonna. Where'd the other one go? Is 57, so this one is gonna go for Aurum.
And it's gonna be a natural
Damn.
20.
I am gonna use my nat 20 against you.
No.
I think I'm gonna do that right now. I think
Goodbye,
Oh,
Aurum.
it should have been the one elemental.
Oh.
It has so many resistance and immunities.
Yeah.
Bro,
I-
he's dead.
I think I'm gonna just do the nat 20 at Aurum. She lashes out for the water elemental, but then she like feels your claws whiff, like she feels that rush of air, and turns around and just absolutely like slaps you upside of the face with
Yeah.
these claws.
I'm unconscious.
Hold on.
I know, but we have to see if it takes you to negative max HP and kills you.
Ain't no way.
So I
Nat
need
20?
12d6. I don't have 12d6.
It could.
5, 6. Okay, so this is 7,
12d6.
No,
8, 9, 10, 11. I
There's
need
no,
5
no,
more.
you might. I don't think he'll die.
Odds
I mean,
are
it was
she's
like-
not gonna roll a bunch of 6s. All the 6s.
That one wasn't. That roll was actually kind of shitty.
Okay. Maybe broken.
10.
He's definitely down, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
Is this poison or is this acid?
This is poison.
Damn.
The mimics do acid. Give me 1 second to do some math. That's a 10,
Do your math.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Aurum's my least lucky
4,
character that I have
5.
out of like every character I've ever played.
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
You know what? Fuck you, Derek. This is your fault. Fuck you, Derek.
You take 35 points, no, 39 points
That's-
of poison damage. I rolled a lot of
Oh,
1s
I
and
got this.
2s.
Yeah,
God.
that's not automatic death. You're okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not. You're definitely not okay.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, I don't take the because they always offer you that like average damage, which if I did that, you would take 50 points of damage from that.
I'd still be just unconscious.
Yeah, but I kind of like rolling all the dice. It's more fun. But yeah, so she like absolutely like just reaches out and you get smacked upside the head. Like you're like you feel like that crack your jaw, like your teeth clang together, like painfully you bite on your tongue, and like you feel her claws drag across your face. One of them like scratches across your eyelid there and you can't like see, and that is like very painful, and you black out as you go unconscious, and you guys just see her like literally like a fucking cartoon just slaps him and he goes flying and hits the ground. And then it's gonna be the mimics that can't see. Oh god, what is this gif that you sent? Yeah, literally. That's basically what happens. He just goes flying. Okay, the mimics can't see. They're just trying to go for the water elemental. This is at disadvantage because they can't see it. So does a 12 hit the water elemental?
No.
Okay, the first one misses. Does a 17 hit the water elemental?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if this. I don't think it's going to be able to use the adhesive trait and grapple. I don't think water elemental
It's immune to grapple.
Yeah. Okay. And this is a mimic. Doesn't necessarily know.
Is this acid or poison?
This is 4 points of bludgeoning damage. This is a pseudopod.
So it's 2 points because it's non-magical, yeah?
Yeah, it's just slapping.
Okay.
The third mimic. Not gonna hit. That's 7.
Nope.
So yeah, I feel like all of these like pseudopods, they're just like going through the water and like just passing through and not doing anything. One of them catches the water elemental and where its face would be, but it like kind of just is like getting a little shove from like a kid. It's not very powerful. Okay, Dawn.
Okay, it's time for a little bit
I'm surprised that Jamie hasn't gone gray.
I'm not dead.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess that's the dead thing.
Okay, I'm gonna tap Don. I'm gonna tap Ego on the shoulder, on specifically his fucked up arm, and I'm going to say, this is fucking bullshit. This is bullshit, by the way, Ego. This is fucking bullshit. And I'm gonna use Lay on Hands, and I'll probably just dump all of them, all 20 points.
Okay. All these little, like...
You're healing
go ahead.
flowers and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's basically like these flowers start blooming out of the wounds, and the vines will, like, wrap around and, like, take all of the ribbons and stuff and just kind of push them together. And this light will sort of come out in between, like, the carvings and slowly, like, seal them up until they're gone. Mostly gone.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to say there's, like, little scars. Like, I'm gonna totally have scars that are, like, the lines from where the ribbons are, but there's gonna be little impressions from the flowers and vines that are stitches, and I'm keeping that. That's a scar.
Hell yeah.
Okay, and then he is going to grab, as a bonus action, one of the greater healing potions that he has, and literally just chuck it back like alcohol.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Go ahead and roll your dice.
4d4 plus 4. Please be nice to me. 15. Better than nothing.
Nice. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Nope, that's everything.
Okay. Clover and the water elemental. You see Aurum hits the ground.
Yep.
The water elemental's doing great.
Yeah, he's fine. I'm gonna fly over top and get to Aurum.
Mm-hmm.
And as an action, I'm going to take out the jar of Keaton's ointment and start slathering it all over where he was like uppercutted into his like eye and face, and start using that as an action to heal you for 14 health.
Nice.
Nice.
See, I didn't need to turn gray. Yet.
Not yet.
Until I missed the next 2 times.
Oh boy. I guess I'll just fly 10 feet straight up. I'll just go straight to the ceiling from where I'm at.
Yep, you are like right up on the ceiling. About as high as you can get. A second.
And that is my turn, since that was an action.
Okay. Water elemental.
I'm gonna beat this hag.
And you get advantage because she's blinded.
Oh, I do?
Yeah. And it doesn't have your terrible luck, so if you nat 20, you don't have to re-roll.
That is true.
That's true. It doesn't have your unluck.
Yeah, let's see. Blinded creature can't see, automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against it have advantage. Its attack rolls have disadvantage. So you have advantage against it.
Okay, so the first one is a dirty 20
That'll hit.
for 14 bludgeoning. And then the second one. First one. Ooh, I don't think either of those are gonna hit. 13.
That second one will not hit.
Okay.
But yeah, he's able to. The water elemental gets a good uppercut on Granny Nightshade.
Cool. I think that's.
And you see that key in her back is completely still and has been still for. As soon as this fight started, it just stopped spinning.
Ooh. Ooh.
I might go for it.
I should have mentioned that earlier.
Right. I might go for it.
Hang on, let me look at his stats first. He could potentially, he's kind of strong. Water elemental might be going for that key next.
I was about to say I might go for it too.
Okay, well, I already used, because I didn't know, I already used his multi-attack, so I don't think he's got bonus actions to use. So,
okay. And as a reminder, because Clover did take a peek at her back, like when you looked at her back, you didn't see like a place where like it looks like the key was like resting in her back. Like it just was like her body.
Her body.
Like it was just like the key and then her body.
I wonder if we have to like attack. You know when you're out playing Monster Hunter and you have to attack the tail to like chop it off? It's like,
you're gonna harvest her parts.
Yeah, I'm gonna harvest her parts. I am gonna move the elemental so he's in between Nightshade and the Mimic to like get behind her towards the key.
Okay. You may do so.
Pivot. Get him to pivot.
Yeah. And then, are you able to move it, or?
I don't think so.
Let me, yeah.
Which I think he'll probably get, well, they can't see, so no.
Controlled by Clover.
Okay.
Save settings. Okay, now you control it.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Next up is Ego.
Alrighty. I think since we're just in the spirit of throwing out my second level spell slots, what's one more, right? Right, gang?
Did you take the heal? Did you take the healing? Because it's not on the roll 20. I just want to make sure you had the.
Oh, I did it on my D&D Beyond.
Okay.
But you're right. Let me update it on my roll 20 as well.
Did you lose your mischief?
Thank you. Nope. It's still going on in there. Which actually, yes, at the start of my turn, we roll for more mischief.
Okay, do it.
So let's see. D4.
Clover's in there now too.
This is Mischievous Surge 3. Each creature in the cube must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw.
How big is the cube?
Or begin. It is a 20-foot cube, so it was.
That gets you.
If I redraw it. Yeah, it was like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's everybody.
It's everybody. Okay.
What type of effect is this?
It's a spell.
Yeah, but is it a
It is
charm?
a spell. This one is not a charm.
Okay.
One of the mischievous surges is a charm effect.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw DC 15.
Oh, hey!
Mimic
Meets
one.
it, beats it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meets it does beat it, yeah, so you're okay.
Cool. Oh, I have to do the water element.
Mimic 1 got an 8, Mimic 2 got a 12. Mimic 3
Both fails.
down
Okay.
there gets a 14.
7 for the
Still a fail,
elemental.
yeah. That'll fail.
Granny.
This is gonna be very funny. This spell is funny. Okay.
Wisdom. Granny gets a dirty 20.
Yeah, Granny's okay. Which I expected. She's better at that. So, those who fail the wisdom saving throw begin giggling until the start of their next turn. A giggling creature is incapacitated and uses all of its movement to run in a random direction.
Okay. What did Aurum roll?
So everyone just starts.
What do you think happened to me?
He failed
Did
probably.
you get a 3?
So everyone's just kind of gonna start going ha ha hee ha hee ha hee hee. But that just happens at the start of my turn.
Nice. Love that.
I'm gonna throw a spell. I'm gonna throw a spell in there though.
Okay.
So 60 feet is it's fine. We're gonna throw another Wither and Bloom spell with the 10-foot radius.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just target once again the mimics and Granny Nightshade.
Okay.
This is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. The first mimic gets a 6.
Fail.
The second mimic also gets a 6.
Also
the
fail,
third
yeah.
mimic gets a 16.
Pass. Okay.
Okay, so the one that passes is the one that's like over here on the side. Granny. You said Constitution?
Yes.
Granny, that's not very good. Granny only got a 15.
Oh, meets it, beats it. So she does still pass.
Okay.
So this will be for those that fail, 7 necrotic damage. For those that pass, 3 necrotic damage. But since Aurum is in the aura this time, I'm going to choose him for the bloom effect. So Aurum, you may roll one of your hit dice, which has a ranger, I believe, is a D10, and you can add my spellcasting modifier, which is +5, to the result of that roll and heal yourself that amount.
Nice. What was his spellcasting modifier again?
+5.
+5. I have max intelligence. So
Cool. That's 14.
Nice.
14 healing to you as well. Then
Yeah.
on top of that damage, and I will delete that. That is my last 3rd level spell slot.
Mhm.
The children are leaving. Girl's trying to find her damn pig. I think that's it for me. Yeah.
Okie dokie. So. Yeah. Next up is gonna be Aurum.
I spin and run in a random direction.
You do. You
I gotta
spend
get up
half
first.
your movement to get up.
Yeah.
And you can't take actions or reactions, so you run in a random direction. I'll roll a d8. Roll a d8 and I'll tell you which direction you go.
1.
You go straight, like, up here.
Nice.
But I think because it's forced movement, there's no opportunity attack. Or, is that how that would work?
It technically says it's using its movement on its turn, so I believe it would. It doesn't. Well, actually, so they're incapacitated. So anyone who is incapacitated cannot take reactions or actions anyway. So that would mean
it's just
any
that Granny
of the.
is not.
That's right. So I suppose Granny
She only gets a 10.
can make an attempt. Okay. So yeah, she uses it but misses.
Yeah, she goes to punch Aurum in the back of the head, but it does not work. And the two of the mimics are just like making this gross, like gargly, giggling noise and running around. And Aurum also goes and runs around. Alrighty. Chucklehead is still running away. And next up is going to be Granny and the Mimics. So the Mimics on their turn that got messed up can't take actions or reactions. They just run in a random direction. So this one actually like bumps into Aurum and then like just kind of stays in place because it can't occupy his space. And then this one runs down and like bumps into Granny Nightshade and is now like enveloped in the water elemental. Like it just puts itself in the because it can't occupy the water, so it's drowning in the water elemental now. So yeah, the third mimic is gonna try to bite the water elemental. So that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And then the elemental will take 5 points of piercing damage, which would be halved.
To 3?
Yeah, 2.
2?
Yeah, round down. And then 8 points of acid damage.
That is also halved.
Okay. Down to 4. And then it's gonna be Granny's turn. Alright, Granny, what are we doing? Granny's not happy. Granny's not having a good time. This is not how this is supposed to go.
Yeah, we agree. This was not how this is going. I think we're all in agreement.
Look, Granny, none of us expected things to go the way that they went, so let's let bygones be bygones, and
let's just be friends.
You give us the key. How can we be friends?
I just like you see these Jujutsu cards and give some Granny.
No, because seeing an old lady move like that is actually terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very scary. So, Granny. Granny is not happy about this. So, the group of you see Granny begins to cast a spell.
Oh boy.
Granny chants this incantation. She's like, double, bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. And these little mushrooms begin to spring up all around her in a circle on the ground. And they're like singing in this very discordant way because they're like the mean mushrooms. They're not like the cool ones. And all the mean mushrooms just start yelling at you guys. They're like, fuck you, you're ugly. You smell.
No,
and
no, I don't. I took a bath.
And Granny disappears in like a little like poof of smoke. As she casts a spell.
What a bitch.
I don't have counter spell yet. Next level. I promise.
Yeah. So that's Granny and the Mimics. Dawn. Granny's gone. When she vanishes, the children like see her vanish, and they're like looking around, and they're kind of nervous, but like the freak out like chills a little bit. But the mimics are still in there like thrashing and trying to grab people.
Oh god, we still gotta take care of these mimics, don't we?
Clover and the water elemental are on deck.
Okay.
We might just be able to outrun them. It looked like when they were giggling and running around, they didn't go super far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they can't take actions or reactions. Oh, Clover, you're on deck. You're not up. It's dawn.
Oh, sorry.
You're like next.
Sorry.
What now?
I need that.
There's 3 mimics. And some kids. Go for the children.
Yeah,
just cut the drow kid down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, put him down.
Or the girl, no, the halfling girl that wants her pig, and that's why she's not leaving. Just be like, nope, be poofed.
Yeah, I'll leave the water
don't.
elemental back to deal with whatever's going on over there. I think I'm going to drink my last... do I want to do that, actually? It's my last great healing potion.
I have a regular.
Nah. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'll go over here. 5, 10, 13, 28, 25, 30, 35. 35. And I'll start checking in on these kids and making sure that they're all right.
Yeah, you can see that the little halfling girl is really upset, but she's kind of just like in that state where a little kid is just like lip quivering and is not actively crying, but is still like has tears in their eyes. And this drow boy is like comforting her and is like look, Granny's gone. Like we're gonna go get Oink, and then we're gonna go find Will. I've heard about Will. Some of the other kids got out with Will. And starts comforting her. And you can kind of see in this like room that Philomena was trying to get to, up over here, you can kind of see into it. You would see that there are these like you can't quite see how many there are because you can't see the whole room, but there are these brightly painted structures that resemble little wooden houses lining the walls in this room. And each of these houses that you can see has a 3-foot high hinged door. You can see that 4 of the doors are open. Some of the doors are open and some of them are closed. And there appears to be like a little staircase that you can kind of just see the start of right there in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And then over at the foot of the stairs is this painted wooden box that's like 3 feet on the side, and there's a crank protruding from one side of it, causing it to resemble an oversized Jack-in-the-Box.
Mm-hmm.
You know that there was another one of those in the room that you guys were meeting with Granny in. So this is the second one.
Interesting. He'll say, he'll probably get down on one knee and basically be like, "Where's Oink?"
Philomena will like look at you, and she's crying, and she's Oink is my piglet, and he's in the pig pen, which is outside, and I just want to really get him back. I don't want to leave without him. He's a really good pig.
Well, he like...
But the door's locked.
Yeah, he like grits his teeth, and he says, "How about this? If you promise me that you leave right now, I will promise you that we'll bring your pig back."
I can't leave without Oink. I don't have the key. Granny has the key to that door, and she's gesturing to like the door that's over here on the side.
Of course she does.
I need to get Oink, and I'm not leaving without him.
I have the chime. No, wait, Clover has the chime. I gave Clover the chime.
Yeah, and I don't think I have many more charges of that because I used it on the key on her back and it didn't work.
It wouldn't use a charge for that.
Oh, it didn't?
Because it
No.
didn't work.
Because it didn't work.
Yeah, it had 3 charges, so it still has 3 charges.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, if it doesn't open something, I don't think it'll use it.
But yeah, like the drow boy who's like older, he looks like he's like maybe 11. Will look back at you. And I'll say, Philomena's not going to leave without the pig. We really need to get Oink. Maybe we need to find a way to open this door, but if we can do that, we can run into the woods, and I'm sure we'll find Will, right? Is he here?
I know what direction he's in.
Yeah, so Will said that basically like Bobby, Sloan, Zenor, and Star were gonna creep in through the woods west of the tree, just outside of the scarecrows. So it's gonna be like somewhere, that's not the zoom out. Somewhere like way over here. If you can see where I'm pinging.
Yeah. Okay.
Like over west, and then Will was gonna sneak around to the kitchens on the east side of the tree, which he told you is how do I do this? Like up over here. Let me just reveal this whole. Just technically, now that you guys are in here, you do know the layout.
Ow.
So, he told you that the kitchens were like somewhere around up here along the tree, and he was going to come in from the east. So that would, it's probably going to be somewhere around here.
Right over here.
Yeah. And then like you were going to distract the hag by meeting with her. The kids in the woods were going to make the scarecrows go off and lure the tin soldiers to the garden. And then while everyone was distracted, they were going to get all the kids out.
Yeah, so he'll explain that, basically be like it's east, Will and the others will be up near the kitchen area.
Right. We can go there. We just need to be able to get Oink. Do you know when they're going to be setting off the scarecrows? Because this, and he points to this room behind you guys, this is the barracks for the tin soldiers. They're not very smart, but there are a lot of them.
I don't know when they're going to be setting off the when they'll be setting it off, but I'll make sure that we get Oink back before they're set off.
Alright, maybe we'll just wait in here and hide under a table, and if you can bring Oink to us, then we can run to the kitchens and leave.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So...
It's basically my entire turn. I don't have anything really else I think I can do at the moment.
Yeah, so then it would be Clover, the water elemental, and like Aurum would all be going. Or Clover and the water elemental, then Ego, then Aurum. So is there anything that you guys wanted to do with these mimics, or are you trying to just like get away from them? Because right now 2 of them can't even do reactions.
I was gonna get away and have the water elemental like just like incapacitate them, like just knock them out.
Okay, yeah.
I could drop Mischief if Aurum wants me to.
I'm incapacitated and I can't do anything, so.
Well, if I drop it, then all of the current effects would end.
Right.
Or you can take a gamble on what the next bit of mischief is.
That's your call. I can't talk to you right now.
I'm asking Jamie. Okay. Well, better to maintain concentration, I suppose, than not, because 3 enemies for 1 buddy. Isn't that bad. And I have a feeling I know what one I'll roll next, so I'm gonna maintain it.
Okay.
So the effect of this turn is, I was right. The smell of apple pie fills the air, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or just become charmed by me, which is fine because Aurum likes me anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Natural 5 and natural 4.
Fail.
The third one gets a nat 20. But so
Natural
this
5.
You just think I'm great, but that's otherwise you're fine.
Yeah. But yeah, so this mimic over here is not charmed, but it's also not, you're not in range with it, Aurum, so that works out nicely. Which conveniently you would be after Ego. And this water elemental is just like beating on these mimics.
No, the water
I'll throw a firebolt if I.
The water elemental is also
The
charmed.
one that passed.
Oh, the water
That's.
Well, it can still beat on them.
True.
Yeah, it just likes me.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
It just
I
okay.
just think
Ego.
I'm great.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to throw a firebolt at the one that didn't get charmed. Because
Yeah.
it's like, how dare you not like me?
Yeah, go for it. It's probably gonna hit. They have an AC of like 12. Oh,
Yeah, that's a 20.
Nice.
Not natural. One fire damage. I love cantrips. But that's okay. That's me.
Yep. And so Aurum, you just think Ego's really great.
I'm gonna go hug Ego. I'm making my way to Ego.
Yeah.
5, 10. Oh, tough. Right over there. There. That's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, so for the sake of ending the initiative, because I think we kind of know what's happening here, you guys can close this door that Clover is sitting on, and like the mimics and the water elemental are just gonna duke it out. And they're just fighting. They're just what happens.
I go, all right, Aurum, so we're gonna skip. As I get hugged.
Yeah. I smelled the apple pie, and then I just really felt like I had to hug you. I'm giving you, squeeze it real tight. I can do damage with my grapples now.
Don't do that.
You're charmed. Well, you're charmed by him, so you don't want to hurt him.
Yeah.
You know. And I think we're gonna take like a little 5 to 7 minute break here because that was a lot. That got a little hairy for a second. Because Granny Nightshade throws hands.
She really does.
But yeah, we're gonna be back in, like I said, 5 to 7 minutes. Just take a quick break for water, snacks, bathroom, etc., and we will see you back here. So don't go away.
Yappy. welcome back.
Hi, we're back. And you know what? The party is alive. They survived. And Granny Nightshade's not here. She's gone. So, what would you guys like to do? You are in the workshop room here. Yeah.
Or what now?
Does anyone know if the kids have started doing their part of the plan? Can anyone see them? Ego asks the party, moving over to one of the windows.
Would you like to roll a perception check?
I would like to, please.
Go for it.
Thank you. 6.
Yeah, so you look out and you can see like all of these gardens. You also do see like the pig pen over here. I can actually just reveal all these guys. You see that there's a pen of pigs and a pen of goats, and there's a little piglet in the pig pen. And you can like see all of these trees in this forest that's out here, but you're not quite like seeing any of the kids. You can just barely see the scarecrows over here, but you don't see any of the children.
I don't see them.
Well, maybe we can just continue doing what we plan to do, and just put our faith in them. We need to get out there anyway. This little girl over here isn't going to get moving unless she has her piglet. So we need to get out there anyway.
All right. Where's the pig pen?
You saw it out back there. It's yeah.
And this door is locked?
It is locked.
Clover, do you think you could get this door open, please?
I can certainly try. I'll use Jingle Jangle's chime of opening.
Also, I don't know if we want to mess with them, but there are these little wind-up lever things.
I did see them when I opened the door.
I don't know if we should mess with them, but they're around. They might be... I don't know.
I will try to open the door, Vic.
Yeah, you are able to strike Jingle Jangle's chime of opening, and you hear a faint clicking sound as the door unlocks.
I will open the door for everybody.
Alright. Let's go find your pig. Maybe one of the kids can tell us what those levers do. Just keep an eye out for Nightshade, I suppose. That really hurt.
It did. I'm lucky that this armor is so sturdy.
Yeah. I thought I was fast enough. Did we get the key?
No. She disappeared. I was gonna get the elemental to grab it and attack it, but she cast a spell and vanished.
I'm sorry. My mother has a hex that can interrupt someone else's spell casting, but I haven't figured it out yet.
It's okay.
I feel like I'm really close though. Like maybe I just sleep one more time.
You can really put your mind to it and level up.
Yeah, you just level up your frame of thinking.
Out of character.
You're right.
Isn't one of our lost things in this place somewhere?
Yeah, you would know
Is-
that. Actually, Dawn, as well as you do know that Dove had her lost thing here too.
Right.
It's
But-
true. We don't know what she lost.
Yeah, you do.
We had theories.
I believe
Did she like fully say it?
I believe she told you about the pipe because it was in some of the information that was like shared with all of you.
Okay. I couldn't. It's been a hot minute. If she said it, then we can also look for that.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to meta it. Let's stay together though. We'll get the kids out, and then we will turn this place over.
Okay.
We didn't make a deal this time, so finders keepers, I say.
Alrighty. You are able to step out of the door into the garden.
I step out of the door into the garden.
Yeah. A woodland basin filled with plants and fungi stretches out along this entire side of the fallen tree. You can see that there's a pumpkin patch at one end of the garden, next to a steaming compost heap with ramshackle pens for pigs and goats at the opposite end. Far in the distance, bedraggled scarecrows hang from tall wooden stakes, right by like the wooded slope. And there are these 2 ground level doors, as well as 3 balconies that provide entrance from the outside into Loomlurch. So there is the door that you are at. And if you guys like look around a little bit, there's another door like up here, like way up by the kitchens, as well as a variety of balconies.
Pig pen's over across
But
that
yeah.
way.
So yeah, the pig pen, I will shift ping you there. And then basically like directly opposite of that, up over here, these are the scarecrows. And where's my fuck 4 tool? Pumpkin patch is up over here. I will shift ping you as well. And there's like a big compost heap like right here. Scarecrows. All kinds of little plants. And a pig. Uh-oh, Elgato.
I don't know why my camera keeps crashing. It's kind of weird.
But yeah, within this garden, like immediately around you as you step out, you can see a variety of very strange like toadstools and mushrooms. One of which is actually familiar to you guys. There is one that is this like white and gray mushroom with these like little warts and like little hairy filaments hanging down that you guys ate, and it made you all look very elderly for an hour.
Elder caps.
Yeah, you see a patch of those as well as several other mushrooms. Yeah, there's bright yellow toadstools with ruffled saddle-shaped caps. There are these like tall pointed mushrooms with these black hood-shaped caps. There is a mushroom with a frilly parasol-shaped cap, dripping nectar, and a mushroom that has short prickly spines growing out of red caps. Let me send you some pictures.
Someone remind me when everything seems safe that I am taking my pickings of this garden and starting to practice my cauldron time. I just need a cauldron. He goes like, maybe putting the cart in front of the horse there, but nevertheless.
But once you guys get the door open, Philomena like breaks away from the drow boy would have told you his name is Nal, and the human girl will tell you her name was Sung. But Philomena will break away from the two of them and just starts like running over to the pig pen as fast as her little halfling child legs can carry her.
Hey, calm down. Hold on, I'll jog after her to make sure she doesn't get up in some shit.
I'm gonna stay.
Big brother mode activated.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the doorway so I have visual on inside and outside if anyone comes for us. I'm gonna stay in the literal doorway.
Yeah. Let me go on to this layer and draw some quick. Oh, I don't want that. I want this. Wait a second. Linger, you bastard. What? No. Oh my god. Please, I beg of you. Okay. Can you all see that? That little circle that I just drew?
Let me...
If you don't see a giant pink circle, then that's good.
No.
It's like...
I do not.
Okay, good. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah, it's on GM layer.
Why is there a giant pink circle?
I don't know. I just love giant pink circles. I just think they're fun and cool, you know? But yeah, there's also a variety of herbs that are growing in these beds. At like a quick glance, Ego, Aurum, and probably... Okay, the only person who have no idea what's going on in here is probably Dawn. I think the rest of you, either from your lifestyle or from doing odd jobs, have a vague knowledge of like herbs and plants, or maybe in the case of like Ego, probably a strong knowledge of herbs and plants. But there are a variety of like medicinal herbs, culinary herbs, all kinds of plants in addition to those mushrooms that are all growing around here. And there's like you can see that like amongst all of these herbs there are these like, it almost looks like there's like white stones tucked in between them. You can see these like shimmers of white.
What are those shimmers of white?
Would you like to go over and look?
If that's okay. Actually, Aurum, what are you doing, buddy?
I don't know. I think I have a concussion.
Are you staying? Do you still need more healing?
Oh yeah, you actually, he did crit you, so you would have a lingering injury. You would have a lingering injury. Let's give you a lingering injury.
It was poison damage, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Okay. Could you please?
Whoa.
Could you please roll me a d20?
Sure. Natural fucking one on my dice.
Oh no!
Which
And you don't have any. You don't have any kind of.
Wasn't gonna roll anymore, but I rolled it anyway.
You don't have any kind of inspiration or
No.
anything.
Can I give him my inspiration that I haven't used? That I haven't used today?
The bardic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can sacrifice that and give it to him. I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
You can roll a d6.
You don't want a one on this table, dude.
You don't want a one. Roll a d6, please.
A one on the d6.
Okay. So it's not the worst thing. But it's not good. You probably have experience with like venomous snakes and scorpions and creatures of that nature. You've probably been bitten by them before, and like your the tribe, like the pride's like sage and wise woman probably had to heal you at some point from it. And when she scratched you, now that you're like the adrenaline is wearing off, like it really hurts, and you feel that like tingle in your body of like a poison taking hold. You have major liver damage. So when you complete a long rest, you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or gain the poison condition until you complete a long rest. Additionally, whenever you take poison damage, you take an additional 1d6 poison damage. Anytime you drink alcohol or take another drug, you take 1d6 poison damage. And there you have to find magic that can cure your liver failure.
We gotta make a deal with someone.
But yeah, you feel like really, really sick, and like, you're kind of like looking at your like little toe beans are getting kind of like yellowish, this
Oh,
like
no.
icky yellow pallor to them, as you're getting like a little jaundiced.
Man, I
feel
thought
like
my
I can
punctured
take care
lung
of
was
this
bad.
tomorrow.
Yeah, no, well, because if you had gotten the systemic damage, which is the one, you have disadvantage on strength, dex, cons, ability checks, and strength, dex, con, saving throws. So that would have been like really bad. Like all of the physical stats, your ability checks and saving throws associated with them were fucked.
Oh, he's rough.
That's
no. That's rough, buddy.
As we all pull back into character. Do you still need healing? I have a potion.
Nah, I'm
Not gonna
okay.
do it.
Yeah, you have this like pain in your upper right abdomen, and like, your belly's kind of swollen. And as you guys are looking at him, he has this like, the whites of his eyes are almost like a little bit yellow.
That's not
Oh, could I? I'm very interested in the shimmering, but can we maybe do a medicine check? Can I do a medicine check on him? I'm proficient in medicine to see if I can at least vaguely understand his ailment. Mom used to cure sick people all the time. I'm sure.
Yeah. Go for it.
Or can I look at you?
I'm fine.
Just
My head hurts.
Oh.
put your face down to mine, please.
I'd have to like sit on the ground.
Sit down.
And
Okay.
sit down.
Please sit down.
I hold
on the ground.
I hold your little lion face, and I look you over very closely. It's a 16 medicine check. Is that enough to get an idea?
Yeah, so you can definitely tell by looking at him, that it's definitely his liver. He's showing very clear signs of jaundice as well as liver failure. You get the sense that the poison from Granny Nightshade's claws has like taken hold almost like magically in his body, which makes sense in a way, because in Aurum becoming opened up to Fey magic at the party and growing these antlers, it almost made him a little bit more spongy to Fey magic, which unfortunately is what a hag's magic is. And you kind of like palpate his belly, it's very swollen, and you feel like some like hardness on the right side there, and it's very clearly hurting him. But yeah, you get the idea that like you could relieve his symptoms for an hour with a lower power restorative spell such as Lesser Restoration. However, to fully heal him, you would need very powerful regenerative magic. Like the kind that can regrow limbs.
Yeah. Aurum, the hag's claws that she slashed us with are laced or imbued with some kind of rotting poison, and I'm like pressing on your tummy. It's definitely taken hold inside of you. You're not in immediate danger, but we need to try and find a healer that can restore you. This is not going to go away on its own.
I mean, yeah, we got bigger problems right now, but sure. We can find a healer or something.
I don't know if I ever made it super apparent, but I care only partially about children. You are my biggest problem. Mostly because you're big. I pat you on the face.
I care about the children. They're small. They don't know better.
The point is just we need to be on the lookout for a healer now. Also, I think the yellowness, my mother dealt with a man who had something similar to this. She told him not to drink alcohol at
I don't
the
drink
bar.
alcohol all that much, so
Okay. Well, that's good, because it probably would not be good for you.
I mean, I have a feeling I'd be able to protect myself from poisons tomorrow morning.
It is a poison.
Yeah.
If you know any magic that can, at least halt it, then
only
that's
works
good.
For an hour.
Yeah, that kind of
Okay.
spell would work to suppress the symptoms for however long it lasts, but it's
Yeah.
not going to be a permanent fix. You would know that, Ego.
All right. We've met a lot of people. I don't know if any of them are a healer, but we'll cut a deal or something. So you really jumped over the table at her.
Yeah.
Wasn't really the best way to handle things, I will admit.
We made her run away.
Yeah, but the goal was to kill her.
Yeah, but she had that in her back pocket the whole time. We weren't going to kill her in the first place.
I suppose I can't blame you for being lion-hearted. Let's just try and get you lion-livered soon. Okay?
All right, I guess.
All right. Clover, what do you know about herbs?
A little bit.
Do you want to see if you can help me identify some of the things that she is growing here? And there was something shimmering over there as well.
Okay.
Dawn, I think, is still helping the kids.
With the kid, yeah, getting the piglet. Yeah, I'll fly. I'm not gonna walk on any of the gardens or anything because, like, I don't know what type of plants these are. And after dealing with the mimics, I'm like, I don't trust anything in this area, so I'm gonna not touch the ground and fly over and see what I can see on these herbs and the shit, and see if I recognize anything.
Okay. Yeah. Quick point of order. Just as a reminder, since it's been a couple weeks since we last played, when you were in the lobby of Loomlurch, you did pick up some little magical with your magic eyes. You saw little pings of magic in that lobby. Which is now, I mean, there's shit's going down between some mimics and a water elemental, but in a little bit,
Yeah, I'm waiting to feel if the water elemental goes, because I'm maintaining concentration. I can't bring up my detect magic because I have to maintain concentration.
He beats them.
Okay.
He beats the mimics into submission.
I will go check on him after I check the herbs. Now that I know he's okay, and then I will go do that because I do know that. Do I remember seeing if there was magic on this side of Loomlurch? Or did I not see?
Able to see because the door was shut.
Okay.
But yeah, so you can go to the plant beds over there and hover over. Make a nature check.
$17. 16 plus 1.
Yeah, so one second. So yeah, you take a look at the herbs that are here. Oh my god, please. And you can see that there are some more culinary things like basil. There's sugarcane growing here, but you also see that there's some that can kind of go both medicinal and herbal. There's licorice, there's mallow, yarrow, all kinds of things like that. You believe that some of these maybe at one point you apprenticed for the local alchemist and you basically were just the delivery girl, but you would know that some of the herbs here could be used to make antitoxins and basic healing potions. That's not necessarily a skill you have, but these herbs could be used to make basic potions. But as you are like looking through the herbs, you like pull one of them back to get a look at like something small that's sprouting, and you see one of these flashes of white that Ego is talking about, and it's a skull. And you look around at some of the other flashes of white, and you see bones. You see a rib cage popping out that one of the plants is like growing out of. This plant here, like there are two plants growing out of the eye sockets. One of them, like the jaw is open, and there's plants growing out, and it appears to be that like humanoid skeletons, several of them, are buried and are almost like the substrate in this dirt on which all of these herbs have grown.
She's so evil, dude.
Yeah, you get the sense that the bodies of whoever these people were have now become nourishment for Granny's garden.
They're not children, are they?
No, these are definitely like adult people. They're not children.
That's not. It's still bad, but it's not as bad.
Yeah, you would know. You
Okay.
remember Will had told you can't. The children,
true.
something
Yes.
happens and they can't
Protected.
get hurt.
Right. Okay. That's good. Clover had like a mini panic attack, and then she remembered. Oh wait, she can't do that to the children. It still sucks, but she will point out all the herbs and medicinal ones that she thinks could be used for antitoxins and potions, even though she doesn't know how to combine them. But she thinks maybe Ego might. So she'll point those out, and then she's like, and they're kind of growing out of bones. I'm gonna go check on the water. I'll just be right inside. It's like, no thanks.
I don't have the tool proficiencies and stuff to actually know how to mix potions and stuff, but that's fine. Ego will mess with that later. I want to see how the pig is going.
Yeah, get the pig. You have to wrangle it.
We are going to move over to the pig situation. So Dawn, you kind of do like a little jog over there behind Philomena. She's not very fast. She's very little. She's like a 1 foot tall halfling girl. But you can see that these pens over here, there are 7 goats, there are 5 adult pigs, and there is a small pink piglet that's in there. And when it sees Philomena run over to the gate, the piglet starts like wiggling and gets really excited and like tapping its little feet in the dirt, and it like runs over to the gate. And she's like jumping up trying to get the latch, and she's like, I'm coming, oink! And she starts like, she's trying to climb up the gate, which is like, the thing is like 5 feet up. An adult could very easily unlatch this fence. She's like climbing and trying to get up there.
I'll walk over and I guess undo the latch so the pig can come out, but tell her don't go in and get messy.
Well, I mean, you know, pigs aren't actually that dirty. They just do it to like protect their skin. But it's okay. I won't go in. Oink, come here! And she like holds out her hands, and this like little piglet, which is the size of her, even though it's a little piglet, she's also very small, runs and like jumps, and she's like holding it, and it's like doing that thing where like pigs get all wiggly when you hold them, and it's like squealing and squeaking very happily. But yeah, she's like holding the pig, and all of the other pigs are just kind of like looking at what's going on. They're just like vibing. The goats are like kind of just being goats. They're like standing at the fence, like begging for snacks and like jumping on top of like their little like shelter. They're like climbing on top of it.
He looks at the goats and he just nods like, yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Me too, bro.
But yeah, so Philomena will get oink. And she'll turn to you and say, okay, I think I'm ready to go now. Are you gonna help all the other kids too?
That's the plan. And actually, he's gonna go over and he's going to use his spell slot, his last spell slot to cast Speak with Animals.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically, as he speaks, he goes, I have a favor to ask all of you.
Are you
the pig pen.
The goats are like just oink? Like, are you letting them all out?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the goats turn to look at you and they're like, oh my god, what does he say? Oh my god, he's talking to us? Oh, hello! Oh my god! Hi! And then the pigs are just like, well, who would have thought? I didn't realize that this one could speak. It seems as though this one is educated in all ways. Come, brethren, what is it that, pray tell, you wish to tell us? And Oink is there like, hello, what do you need?
God, he's going to go to all of them and he's going to say, I'm going to let you all free to wander around this place if you do something for me.
Oh my god, what do you need?
Well,
do you want us to eat grass and weeds?
You can do all that, but also I need you to cause as much trouble as you can, and especially if you see any tin soldier guys, heckle them, give them a hard time.
You know, one of my favorite activities is kicking them in the head and just charging at them, so don't you worry, we love doing that. That's why they keep us in the pen here, because we're really, we just love causing chaos. We're ghosts, We kind of have an accord. I see you got goat legs. You understand us.
I get you, yeah. Do
all right, ladies!
Normally do times 1,000. Thanks.
Let's go! And then the pigs, all look at you and they're like, why, of course. We would be honored to burrow and charge and break things. Come along, brethren! And, the 5 pigs then, charge out. But Oink is going to stay with Philomena and is like, I'm gonna stay with her if that's alright.
Yeah, it's cool with me.
She's my best friend. She's kind of my pet human, if you will. Or halfling.
Oh yeah, I get it. Totally.
But yeah, the animals will start, running around and causing, absolute chaos. Which works out because you turn, and now that you guys are, out in this garden and, visible to the forest, kind of in tandem with the goats and pigs going around and going crazy, you see some of the children emerge from the forest, over here. Or, they're actually coming from over here, and they start running in, and, they're, banging sticks against things. They have, little noisemakers and stuff that they've cobbled together. And they start making noise, and the goats are going crazy. Then, let me see. The...
Anarchy.
Yeah, so these 5 scarecrows that are, lined up there, once the goats and the kids get within 50 feet of them, they all just start screaming very loudly. You think that anybody around Loomlurch, the entire thing, would be able to, hear it. But they're tied up on these, posts, but they're thrashing and just screeching, demonically over here.
Great.
So they're going crazy.
And then the tin guys are probably going to go over and check out the noise and get heckled by goats and pigs.
Yeah, so then also what happens is, the goats, some of the goats and pigs run into the pumpkin patch that's over here.
Mm-hmm.
And you would immediately see that, one of the pigs gets grabbed by a snake, a giant snake. And they start having a pig and goat versus snake fight.
Oops, I started a gang war.
Yeah, so they're getting trampled on, and you can actually hear them talking. Please stop! Get out of our pumpkin patch! Where's Granny? And then they eventually slither into the pumpkins and hide. And then the goats and the pigs start eating the pumpkins and throwing them around.
God.
And running into the workshop and going crazy.
Alright, this is working out pretty well.
But yeah, so the group of kids, Bobby and Sloan and Zenor, as well as Star, the baby Displacer Beast, have all come into sight of these scarecrows. And then coming off of that, as all of this chaos is happening, for those of you who may have remained near or inside of the workshop, I gotta sneeze. Stop it out. Oh my gosh. Okay. you would hear like the beating of a drum that erupts from within that room that was pointed out to you as the barracks. And I don't believe any of you are inside right now. If you're all like looking at the garden and stuff. But then these little like tin soldiers that are kind of shaped like little casks in a troop march out of this room and start marching, like completely ignoring you guys towards the scarecrows. And there's a little drum waddling behind one of the soldiers with these stocky legs, and it's just striking itself with a tiny pair of drumstick arms.
God.
Here's what they look like. They got like little faces drawn on them.
Dawn is like, there is always so much going on all the time.
Yeah,
really
so
cute.
This is
also,
like...
they got the hourglass branding on.
They do. This is like a sensory nightmare right now. So there are these 6 tin soldiers, and they're just like... You get the sense, because this is kind of like a big area, that they can't really see. They kind of just like go where they need to go, but like they don't, like if you guys are standing still as they come out and you look at them, like they can't perceive you if you're like more than 30 feet away from them, which you guys would be if you're like looking through the garden and everything. Like they literally just like go over to the scarecrows and are like marching around looking for something that is making trouble, but like they can't keep up with the goats. They can't keep up with the kids. So they just like, it's like a robot vacuum that keeps fucking up. Like they start going after something and then something leaves the 30-foot range, so they go back to the scarecrows, which are still screaming, and then they go and turn over to the next thing. So yeah, they're just like having like a mechanical, like they're just having problems. So you think as long as you guys are more than 30 feet away from them, they will not be able to see you.
Alright.
I think we've successfully done our part of the deal.
Sure have. We just need to make sure any other kids we come across know where to go to get out of here.
There's also that... What were we told about? Basement? Dungeon? Where Nightshade would put people? We should try and find that. In case she has prisoners.
That may be where my missing thing is, too. But we can try to clear this place out and make sure it's not in here.
Do we want to maybe go back inside and check the next room here? The circular room, the center room?
Yeah, I'll just, speak to the girl and the pig and say, you should be able to get out now, as long as you stay about a stone's throw away from the tin soldiers. They shouldn't be able to catch up to you.
Okay, yeah, we can wait in the trees, I think. They probably won't go that far. Let me go get Song and Nal, and we'll hide in the trees, and we'll wait for you. Oh my god, haircut! He's crazed! But she, is holding this pig, and, will toddle into the workshop, gets the other kids, and they will all run off and hide in the trees.
Yippee!
Over here.
I cast Fireball.
Nice. They cast Finger of Death on you.
Damn.
Yeah, so then going over to Clover. Clover, when you get down back to that little, sitting area where you guys were, the parlor, you see that, the mimics, one of them is drowned. One of them must have gotten whelmed, and it's just, a sopping mess of muck on the floor. And the other two are, cowering in the corner, completely, subdued, and basically at 0 HP, mechanically speaking. But the water elemental's just kind of standing in the middle of the room. like just doing nothing because it has done what you commanded it to do.
Can I look in this area? Because wasn't there like magic over here? Can I just like look
there
around?
There were some magic pings that you were getting, yes. So
I'm gonna look around for items, and I'm gonna tell the elemental. Why is there goats in here?
Because the goats start running in. Like you're
They're just
in
running
here,
around.
Yeah, you're in here checking on your water elemental. You give it a command, and then like all of a sudden, some goats and like a pig run in, and they just start destroying stuff. Like they're not bothering you.
Okay.
They're just going apeshit.
I'm just gonna keep the water elemental
Anarchy.
Anarchy. I'm gonna keep the water elemental like behind me, like keeping a lookout for my bag.
Okay, so like basically watch your back,
Guarding
and guard you.
Yeah.
Okay. So it will follow you around in that case. And then when you are in the parlor, you would see that there appears to be a ping. There's a side table with a little drawer, and within that drawer, you're getting a ping of transmutation. You would also see that lily pad that you remember from Bavlorna's soaking pool is kind of parked near the like Jack-in-the-Box looking thing. That's giving off a magical aura as well. And then there's an aura of conjuration magic around that box with the crank on it. And that's what you would see, like, just in the parlor. You would have to go in and walk around the workshop because it's a very large room to, like, check the workshop for things.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just go to the drawer and check in the drawer.
Yeah.
See what's in there.
There's a spell scroll in there.
What kind of spell scroll?
Speak with plants.
Okay, I'll add that.
It looks like it might be written on skin.
Oh.
Why does she keep finding these things? This poor. Well, it's gonna be everything in here. She's pretty gross. Nightshade is.
Okay. On skin scroll, that's cool.
Yeah, but it is. It looks like something for speaking with plants.
Speaking with flesh written on a leaf.
I don't know if I want to open this box. I think I want to just leave it. Because it's a conjuration thing. I don't want to conjure more things in here that could hurt me. So I'm going to leave it for now. And I'm just going to go try and find the rest of my party, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we gotta find the missing things. I think that's really what Clover's worried about, is finding the missing things if I can't get the key.
Yeah. So you pop over to this room. The goats and the pigs, they charge on and they like exit and they're going out. Good luck to the goblins at the market. But yeah, while you're in the workshop, excuse me. Oh my god, he's crazed.
I'll hand Ego the skin scroll of Speak with Plants.
Yeah,
I don't want that.
You would like walk in. Actually, before going into the forest, Nal, the older boy, the drow boy, he would like run back. He would run back into like the workshop probably as you were walking through. And he would tell you, I have something that might be helpful. Pretty sneaky. There's so I kind of was able to pilfer the kitchen key from Pincushion, and I took an impression of it in this bar of soap, and then I put it back onto Pincushion's belt. It was pretty brave, pretty sneaky. I was gonna try to make a copy of this key so that I could go in the kitchen and steal some milk. But if you have some food that you could give us, I can just give you this soap. It's the rule of the give and get rule. If you want it.
Sure. Yeah.
And he holds out this like bar of soap to you.
I'll hand over whatever rations I have left.
Yeah, you probably have some like hard cheese and things like that. You can give him like some berries and treats. And he'll say, "Oh, thanks. I'm gonna go give this to Sung and Philomena."
Okay, be safe.
And he will run out and meet back up with the group. And then while you're
Hugo's like looking at this scroll and he's like, I can't. This isn't witchcraft. I can't read this.
Yeah, so Clover, like, Null runs out, and you take a quick, like, look around the workshop here before heading out, and you notice that, like, a little ball just, like, bounces out and, like, lands at your feet, like, from a dark corner.
Okay. I'll pick it up.
You bend down to pick it up, and then you hear, like, a crashing and splashing noise. And behind you, on this, like, little stove here with these smelting pots, kind of, like, near the display windows, one of the smelting pots of tin smashes on the floor and spills molten tin everywhere.
What? Like liquid metal?
Mm-hmm. For, like, making little tin soldiers.
Uh-oh.
But it's spilled on the ground everywhere.
Is this ball have, like, a wire attached to it? Did I, like, pull?
It's just a ball. Just like a wooden ball.
Okay. I'll just put it in the water elemental and let it float in there for a minute.
Okay, yeah, it just starts, like, moving
Cool.
around, floating.
It's his now.
Nice.
Was the molten tin, like... Is there anyone by it? Did someone knock it over?
You, like, you're the only person, like, of your friends that's probably in this room right now. Like, Aurum might be, I know Aurum's little token is, like, there. So
Yeah.
Aurum and the water elemental and, like, Ego, they might be popping in and out, but, like, the goats and the pigs, they ran through, they knocked over a bunch of tables, and then they, like, kept going. But, like, after they left, that, like, they were already gone when that pot of molten tin fell, and none of your friends were near there. Nobody was near the little corner where the ball rolled out.
Oh my god, there's a ghost in here. Hello? I'm looking for a poltergeist. I'm gonna creep over and kind of peek around the table, be like, hello?
Roll a perception check.
Oh boy. Oh no. Hey, I don't think I get anything to that. Yeah, just 19. No modifier.
Yeah, you kind of, like, look around and you don't see anything, like, under the tables or anything, but when you peer into the dark corners, you realize that you see, like, small, like, humanoid shapes in the shadows there. And you realize that the shadows in these, like, dark corners aren't shadows, but it's this black oil that on a cursory glance looks like a shadow. But there are these three, like, small little creatures with these, like, almost like big bobbleheads and these pointed ears and these tiny scrawny little bodies with these, like, big, like, sad puppy dog eyes, but like an ugly grimace that are just kind of like looking around, and like one of them is holding a ball. Like another one has like a doll and is like turning its head and is like getting ready to set it so it looks like it moved. But they're just like in the shadows.
Okay. Do I get the sense that they're like just scared little creatures that are like they're not malicious?
So you can roll an insight check. You could also, if you would rather try to identify what these creatures are, you could roll an Arcana check.
I'll take the Arcana. I'm gonna choose a different die. 16.
Yeah, so you realize that your mom had told you like a scary story one time, or like you were like scared of the shadows, and she kind of like told you an explanation for like why you don't have to be like afraid of the dark. And it's because a lot of times when something goes like bump in the night, or there's like you feel like a shadow is moving, it's actually something called a boggle. And they're basically just these little troublemaker fae, and they just kind of, they'll hide under your bed, and they'll hide in your closet, and they just really love to be mischievous. But it's not malicious, because they're very cowardly, and they're actually, the reason that they do it is because they're trying to relate to you, because they're so lonely and sad. And I think that's probably the thing that Clover remembers the most, is that, a lot of times something that's going bump in the night is just looking for a friend. And just like a lonely shadow.
No.
But you would know that like a lot of the times, like I think your mom would have told you like the moral of the story was that like a lot of times like when we are feeling isolated and abandoned, that can cause like the shadows to like be around us. So like don't ever feel alone because like I'm always here for you kind of thing. And basically like these creatures are born out of those feelings of being like isolated and abandoned. So like, it kind of makes sense that like a place with these like abandoned, possibly orphaned, forsaken children who are like lonely and being enslaved are like conjuring boggles.
Oh, that's so sad. I'm gonna take the ball out of the elemental and like roll it back.
Yeah, you take the ball out and roll it back, and like immediately like they realize that they've been spotted, and they just kind of like blah, 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 and they like all run and hide in the shadows and like are shaking and like whispering to each other and like looking at you very scared. And then eventually you would see that one of them like it like steps into the wall and is just gone. Like, there's no door, it steps into solid wall.
Okay. That's useful. I'm gonna go see where... Because I know Dawn and Ego are probably looking for the missing things. I'm gonna go try and find them, but I'm gonna keep an eye out in, like, the darkest corners of this tree to see if they're, like, how many we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Because I feel like... Yeah, she definitely relates to these creatures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's 3 of them that are here. Just in this room.
Just in this room, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. And, like, you realize that they're leaving this, like, weird oil in the shadows. And then, like, they eventually, like, one of them will then, like, it almost looks like it's climbing up into a hole under the table, but, like, the table's only this thin, there's no hole, it just vanishes. And then the other one, like, jumps down into the ground and also vanishes.
Oh, I love that. Oh my god, I love them. I'm gonna go find my friends. I'll just keep an eye out and bring my elemental with me, because I don't know how long I have it for.
But yeah, so Dawn is creating barnyard animal chaos and getting the kids to safety. Clover is having a relatable experience with boggles. Ego and Aurum, anything in particular that you guys want to do here? Are you moving on?
I will say Ego has spent probably an annoying amount of time frustratingly realizing they can't read the spell scroll, and I do know that Aurum would be able to walk past and inherently know what this spell is and be able to read the scroll.
I can't read.
But it...
Yeah.
Do you show it to Aurum?
I don't... I will say, this isn't witchcraft. This is nature magic. Aurum.
Aye.
Aurum.
Yeah.
You have nature magic, yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Here, I give you the rolled up skin scroll. Just read what this says if you want to be able to cast the spell. I have no use for it.
I don't know how to read. Why does this feel like skin?
It is skin.
Why?
Skin makes good vellum.
Unroll
It takes inkwell. I don't know if you need to be able to read a spell scroll. That is beside me.
No, I mean, I think, like, Aurum, you can't necessarily, like, read what's on the page, but it's also, like, you realize it's not words, and even though you can't read it, you understand it. And you have the ability to, like, use it. It's almost like that weird little, like, fae part of you that kind of, like, that extra special something that latched onto you after the party, understands it, and can read it, and can utilize it. Even if you can't read it.
Okay. Yeah, I can read it. I think.
All right. Well,
Sorta.
I'm quite sure that using it, casting the spell from it, will most likely destroy that scroll, so it's a one-time use, but it is of no interest to me. It is not witchcraft. Don? Don?
Yeah.
Do you want to see if we can find the cellar?
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, anyway, so that's why you need to pay your 401k.
Oh my god,
Okay.
to a goat?
Oh, to the goat?
Yeah.
The goat's like, oh, that's so amazing. You know, I did eat a lot of grass, the last, like, I don't know how long, but I guess it would be important if I maybe put some of that grass away, so then when I'm an older goat,
Exactly.
and I'm an old nanny goat, I have a lot of grass put away.
Exactly.
Oh
And then, like, one of the
goat
pigs, like,
investment.
saunters by and is like, I've already spent a lot of money and put it into my Roth IRA. The pig is like, I have a diversified portfolio.
I love these pigs. This is the best place in the entirety of this god-forsaken plane of existence.
Forget the Roth IRA. Just take a couple extra grand and put it in the S&P 500. It's a long-term investment, but it always grows.
You know, if people just work hard, then they could make money and buy a house instead of eating avocado toast. And yes,
oh no,
I inherited.
we don't like that pig.
I did inherit a small fortune from my father in the form of a trust fund, but I still work very hard.
If you need a shortcut, though, you can always invest in Oinkcoin.
What is Oink Coin?
It's a new type of currency that's going to be really big. So you should invest now before it really kicks off.
I'm intrigued.
Hidden on the ground floor.
I would love to discuss this more with you.
Unfortunately, I have, other things to...
Do you have a business card? I'd love to contact you later.
God, he does have a business card.
I left it in my other armor.
He would give the pig his fucking business card because he's like, finally, some stuff I understand.
The pig will take it and tell you that he's gonna contact you later.
Perfect.
Because Don has most definitely lost his job in Waterdeep, I would be very happy if the end for his character is he does the exact same kind of stuff, banking and financial consultation, but for like animals and fey creatures only.
Yeah. Oh, that would be funny.
How to get the most on the investment of your deals.
Transferable experience.
But yeah,
It's like, see, in
so
this contract, they're asking for your name. That's no good. You don't ever want to sign away your
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think as the group of you is gonna move on and progress to the next parts, I didn't realize how late it had already gotten. We
Oh,
are gonna
shit.
Yeah, it's already midnight. So we're gonna call it there, and pick this back up next week.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a
Yeah.
fight. Trademark copyright.
TM.
Oh,
yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
I was getting a little worried. Yeah, Granny hits real hard.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, I've never used Nalthair's mischief before. I will be using it again.
That was
Just
fun.
maybe not on Aurum. Maybe just not on Aurum if I can help it.
Yeah, maybe not. But yeah, hey, so thank you as always to my players for joining me on this lovely Feywild adventure. I love having you here, and it's very fun and exciting. Thank you to those of you who are watching either live right now or like in the future on YouTube or something. We love having you. Thank you for watching our content. Yeah, thank you to SuncraftBot for all the cool like background noise and like music and stuff. They're really cool. I highly recommend their premium bot. You can put it into 2 servers and get all kinds of like music, and they have a soundscape bot now, which is really cool. Yeah, check out our YouTube, join our Discord, follow us on Twitter. Am I missing anything?
Like and subscribe. That's it.
Like and subscribe. Ooh, sleepy. Yeah. Well, hey.
Well, hey.
The next time you are trying to talk some rowdy goats and stuck-up pigs into creating some chaos in a hag's house, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus.
Hey.
And don't let the hags claw you, because you will get permanent liver damage.
Use that shield.
If you can shield it, wizards.
Shield it.
Shield it.
Shield it. If it's a hag,
Shield
it.
GG's.
Wear your hag
BBs.
protection.
Oh
Or
my goodness.
Always wear protection around a hag.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we will be back next week. Thank you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Ooh, love you. Bye.